Welcome back, guys, to another video. I wasn't expecting to making this video. This can be a review, also a DIY. Let me show you guys what I got myself into. If you guys guessed it, the damn bolts on the chain fucking kit snapped off. Luckily we made it back from Rosarito. We had an event out there. Made it back maybe on one bolt, who knows. So for today's video, I'm gonna try to remove it and take off what's broken inside. But yeah, this is a chain kit from Vulcan. I could probably explain also that the bolt runs through the sprocket and the spacer. Some setups have bolts that run from the sprocket to the spacer and then the spacer to the wheel, if I'm correct. But maybe they probably snapped off because the bolt ran through. It lasted me a whole year. I'm sorry, I'm just talking too much. I'm just trying to give you guys the backstory here. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it on the lift here. But enough talking, let's take off the rear axle. Alright, so best way to take it off, you wanna come here with your size 36 socket. What I did is kinda like put my foot on it, try to take it off, get it loose. So that's, put some WD-40, see if it helps. Don't forget your washer. So now you want to lift up the bike so you're able to take off the axle, and we'll see how bad the wheel is. Hopefully the bolt's not too hard to remove. Alright guys, so we got our wheel off. Check out the bolts. They're all in there. I'm gonna use a kit that I bought from Harbor Freight. See if that helps out. Let me set up and then I'll get back to you guys. Alright, let me show you guys the damage. This is the inside of the sprocket with the spacer right here. They all snap. Big ass spacer. We're gonna take it apart and put it back together. This is the front of the sprocket with the bolt locker, or whatever you want to call it. So for me, the bolts went across, or went through the sprocket, across the spacer and into the wheel. I don't know if that makes sense. I've seen other kits that are different, but this kind of worked for me for a bit. Take out the old bolts and see what's the damage, and then we'll move on to the harder stuff. We'll leave that for later. The bolt locker, so it just sits here, so when the bolt screws onto your wheel, it doesn't get loose that quick. So maybe that's why it snapped instead of rolling out, because I've noticed on some Harleys a lot of people do say that the bolts come undone because of the rattling or shaking of the bike. So a lot of people do use the bolt locker. Obviously the sprocket didn't get any damage because it's just fucking huge and heavy. I don't think nothing happened to it. All the teeth seem good. So you always want to inspection it before you even put it back on. Small scrapes, nothing too bad. Now let's check out the spacer here. Spacer had some damage here. You probably sand it off to clean it off or something, but nothing too major that I can see. So yeah, I'm just gonna replace the bolts. I don't know when. I'm gonna see if I can get some ARP bolts, see if that helps out. But yeah, these were grade 8 and they snap. I don't know, like I said, if this is gonna be a review or a fucking repair, bro, or what, DIY, I don't know. I wasn't expecting this, but yeah, let's move on to the wheel. That's the major part. See if I can drill out the old bolts. I got this kit from Harbor Freight. So this set right here has them all. We'll see. I'll let you guys know right now. So I'm thinking size 4. I might be wrong on the sizes. What you want to do is not touch the thread when you try to bring them out. So the smaller the better. It doesn't have to be a huge one like this one. So we're gonna go with the smaller one. And hopefully I don't fuck it up, guys. Should I start small? Because you definitely don't want to mess up the thread. And I still gotta see if the thread's good. If not, I have to I don't know if you guys recommend doing the re-threading it. Try to hit it with the hammer to make a little. You want to make a little hole, a little dent. So we're starting off small. I'm gonna use this one here. Just don't rush it. This is, remember, you're trying to save your wheel. So again, we're gonna try to make the hole. Try to go not too deep. I went in, the fucking bolt spin. So it's gonna be a process, but if you're doing it yourself, take your time. You wanna take it to a shop, it'll charge you an arm and a leg. Little update, this one is working, but it's drilling, it's kinda like pushing down the bolt more. I don't want it to fucking break in there. You see? Every time I spin it, it starts doing that. Let's try again. See if I can grab it. To size 2. It's not doing shit.
A few moments later.
So we gotta try to make the hole bigger again. I don't know, but it shit went like 2-3 turns in there. I still haven't touched the, or not that you're trying to touch, but I haven't touched the thread there, so you don't want to do that. But it looks like it might be damaged, so it's not looking too good unless there's a space there. Cause I see a gap. They look fucked up. I might need a new fucking ram. From in here, it looks like it lost this thread right here. No, the camera's picking it up, but yeah, it's lost a lot of thread. Might need a new fucking wheel, guys. But we're gonna try to do as much as we can, see if I can take it off. But it's not looking too good. The thread on this one's fucked up. Unless I redo the thread, I don't know what you guys recommend. Just keep on trying to take it off before I call it a day. It's gonna be a project, might take a while. Alright, so we're gonna make a dot right in the center. Quick update, guys. So we got one. This one I was trying to make the hole to put in the extractor on there, and then it ended up going all the way down, so it's inside the rim. Hopefully when I get new tires, that shit will fly out or come out. But anyways, I got this other one going on. Kind of wanted to practice off camera. Didn't want to bore you guys, so I got this one. Let me pull it out to show you guys. So this one, I did the hole, so now you put the extractor screw just like that. It shit comes right off. Oh yeah. Let me show you how I'm doing it, and then let me set up the camera. So I also wanted to say that the damn kit, or the kit that I'm using, it sucks. They're not even sharp, so luckily I found this one right here. This one's a lot better. It's been doing the job. I went around doing small holes to just put in the drill bit in there, and it's been helping. Been using this size. I don't know what size it is, but it seems like it's a size 3. So you go straight down, slow. You don't have to rush it. Try to get it as centered as possible. Try to make the hole not too deep, just enough so the drill bit can grab. And hopefully this one doesn't spin when I make the hole, because the first one I tried to do, as I was trying to make the hole spin all the way down, and it fell in between the rim, or the inside of the rim. So let's see if the hole is deep enough. You're gonna get our size 3 extractor, and then you go counterclockwise and You guys can see it's coming right out. Oh yeah. Hardest part is just to, get the first one going. Yeah, we're not done yet. So let me get all these out, and then I'll get back to you guys. But yeah, if you guys have any comments, questions, this kit from Harbor Freight, the extractor tips, they work perfect, but the drill bits, they kind of suck. They're not even sharp. But yeah, we got 3 out of the 5. So let's keep going, guys. I'll keep you updated. So that's it. We gotta wait for the rest of the parts. The thread all the way in there doesn't look bad. It's just out here that took all the damage. So we'll see with the thread cleaner. I'll be able to fix it. If not, then I'll ask the pros if they recommend me trying to rethread the holes. I know it's not on all of them, but out here it looks pretty bad. Like maybe half an inch in. Didn't look too good, but luckily I was able to take them all out. That was the hardest part. If you guys are barely tuning in, it was the bolts on the damn wheel. They snapped off. And the reason why I think it happened was because the spacer. This is the original spacer here. If you guys can count and see, it's only made for 5 holes there. So 5 bolts were going through the sprocket, through the spacer, and into the wheel. So it lasted me a year for this to happen. And I'm glad it wasn't that bad. I tried to thread chase them and I couldn't get not even halfway down. So what we're gonna use today, we're gonna use this kit called Easy Lock. If you guys know about this, comment down below. So we're gonna run the drill bit there to a bigger size. So, and then I rethread it, and after that we put the sleeve on there, and it should lock our bolts. I had to wait a few days, almost a week, to get a new spacer. If you guys can see this here, it has 10 holes for 10 bolts, so it'll be a lot more support. I got the grade 8 bolts here and some more bolts here. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and run the drill bit down there and make some new holes, if that makes sense to you guys. And hopefully I can fix the wheel. I haven't seen any videos out there on YouTube, so today is gonna be hopefully helpful. And if this video is helpful for you guys, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I haven't seen any videos out there that people actually fix the wheels. We're gonna start with the drill bit, which is a little bit thicker than what we gotta do. And then we're gonna thread chase, well, not thread chase, we're gonna make a new thread there. And then we'll run the sleeves, and then that should be enough space in between for our 7/16 bolts. So stay tuned. Hopefully it turns out good. If not, I'm gonna have to need a new wheel. Got my drill right here, guys. Tip drill. I marked it. Let me show you guys, because we're not gonna need to go fully in there. So I marked the tip. It's about 1 inch. So we're gonna go ahead and try this. Sorry for the bad lighting, but so this drill right here is gonna clean out the hole all the way through. But the whole point is to cut the hole in here to go straight. And hopefully it works. There we go. So that's as far as down as we want to go. There's still some room for that. It looks pretty good. Straight down. It looks good. Let me clean it up really quick. Alright, so that's the new hole there that I did with the drill. So I cleaned out the old thread. This is the old one. You can see it. That's the new one. And yes, it's a little bit wider, just enough to clean the thread. So we're gonna go ahead and rethread it. All right, so I got the tap bit here. We're gonna go ahead and run the new thread so we can put our little sleeve on there. Let me show you guys. Let me set the camera down. All right, so we got our cutting fluid here. We're gonna put some on. So we're gonna try a socket so it can grab on because the drill just slips off. I think this is a better way to do it. Unless you get the tap set, it gives you a tool that you can crank it with your hand. So we're gonna try to do that right now. See what it works. So I rethreaded one of the sides here. The thread seems to be okay. I didn't go further in because the bolt's not even that long. But you guys can see the thread from the side. Look at the thread right here. Thread's good, but the rest of the thread I was trying to do with the tap here, I ended up doing with some pliers. So yesterday I was putting the inserts off camera. I wanted to see if it was gonna work. I'm gonna try to do this kind of fast. This is the tool to put in the insert. It only reaches like a certain length, if that's picking it up. What I did, I ended up putting it on these bolts like that. You guys kind of get the idea. I ended up using two of them, two inserts, and the tool is only good for one. So I wanted to make sure it was gonna grab the whole bolt. I put red Loctite and I gave it like a whole day for the inserts to kind of dry up, and that's what we have right now. So today I'm gonna retap the new holes there, and hopefully we get to the point that you're able to see the inserts go in, and I'm gonna leave them for tomorrow to dry, and we should be good. All right, so we drilled our hole. So now we're gonna retap it. So we wanna get the cutting oil on there. That helps out a lot. You just wanna take your time with this one. You wanna go straight down. Gently, you don't have to go fast or anything like that. And make sure that the thread's done properly, because this is gonna be holding your insert. You want to go as straight in as possible, screwing in good. The hole's going straight down. And if you don't have that tap-in screw drill or the tap-in kit, it's better if you do it by hand, because sometimes the drill might go too fast. Sometimes you don't want that to happen. So we'll see if we can do it by hand here. So it's supposed to be a smooth turn. And you get yourself a nice thread. So that went all the way down. So now we're gonna bring it back up and clean the area so we can let it dry and then do our inserts at the end. That's pretty much it on this process. I'll fast forward the rest. That's pretty much it. How you tap in your new clean hole that you just made. Just retap it. So this is the way you kind of know if you went in straight all the way. It's supposed to screw in like a bolt with your brand new thread. And then the rest of the bottom here. And it's ready for the inserts, but we're gonna drill all the rest of the holes here. You can see the thread in there. I'm gonna test ride it, and if I feel like it's not safe, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna end up buying a new rim. By all means, I am not a mechanic, so if people start judging my work, go to a mechanic or watch a different video. This is just for entertainment purposes only. Trying to fix my wheel and show you guys at the same time with the Easy Lock kit. So let's continue this job here. Stay tuned. Let me know if you guys recommend doing this to a wheel. If you feel safe re-tapping in a hole and putting insert. You should have your new thread ready for the inserts. I'm doing the inserts at the end. I'm gonna let the whole thread dry because I'm gonna put red Loctite so it doesn't back out on us. But yeah, we're gonna repeat the process on the next one, and I'll get back with you guys. So once we put the inserts, it's coming out okay. Look at that thread shine. It's looking good. One more. So the next step you want to do after you tapped in all your new holes in there with the kit, this is the only way I can put in the two inserts. What I'm going to do with the inserts is put them in the bolt that doesn't have no Loctite on the inside of the bolt, because when you try to put the inserts in, it's going to give you a hard time trying to take the bolt out. And all you want to do is kind of guide the inserts in there. So this is just a little quick example of how I'm going to do it. I'm going to put extra all around. You need a lot, but since I lost the thread, so then we come over here and drop it in here and start turning the bolt, and just go all the way in with your red Loctite. And tomorrow we're gonna go ahead and take out the bolt like I was saying. We'll just leave it in there for pretty much the whole day. And there you go, that's one. And you move on to the next one. Same thing, red Loctite. Put a few drops. And make sure you go all the way down so the insert can be flush with the wheel. There, you should be good for tomorrow. Then you do two more. Well, one more. Same thing, grab your inserts. I'm not gonna do this one because I did it yesterday off camera. I don't know if it's kind of dark for you guys to see, but I'm trying my best to do them all today so tomorrow I can put the spacer and we should be good. We can leave it for 24 hours too. Not in a rush. I just want to make sure this locks in place right with the new bolts. So you get your Loctite.
One eternity later.
Alright, for this next step, we got our spacer, 10-bolt spacer. It's what you guys want, so you guys won't have this issue. We're gonna go with these bolts. It has some type of Loctite, so we're gonna go with these bolts. I know I had a hard time trying to take them off to like test fit them. We're gonna go ahead and put a little bit of Loctite on them. I know this will work, but let's just put a little bit of extra on there. So you want to line up your spacer here. We're gonna go ahead and do all the 5 bolts. So we're gonna torque them down at the end. I'll let you guys know the torque spec. We're gonna go ahead and put some Loctite on our bolts. So with the bolts right here, you want to go with the red Loctite. You'll do 1 drop all across. Then we're gonna start with the star pattern. You want the bolts flush. The bolts flush because that's where your sprocket's gonna go. Look at that one, that went in perfect. So we also have to get the torque specs, but for now we can just leave them snug. Got our 5 bolts here. Before I was running only 5 bolts, so that's why I think it snapped. All right, so after you torque it down to 60 foot-pounds, you get your sprocket. You go ahead and line it up. You line it up. Also, you're gonna be using red Loctite on these bolts. All right, so after you put on your sprocket, we're gonna use this bolt locker or bolt lock. Fits on there. It's gonna take some space out of the bolt, so I don't even know if I should even use it, but I'll go ahead and throw it back on there with some red Loctite. So it takes you about a few centimeters off the bolt. So after we do hand tight, we're gonna go ahead and torque them down. And hopefully we're able to install the wheel on just like that. Go ahead and snug them down. Go ahead and switch it to 60 foot-pounds. We're gonna torque it before we put the locker. So we go 60. Star pattern again. So after that, you want to go ahead and put your bolt locker here. Just spin it around, see which one fits. If not, you can tighten it up a little bit more so it can fit snugged. So these two, you can kind of move these two around so it can fit. It should be good. Check it out. Once we fit this on there, we're gonna go ahead and put the bolts to lock it in place. And then we'll throw the wheel on and take a small break. Blue Loctite. I don't know how many foot-pounds is this. Maybe 15, maybe 10. But we're just gonna do a hand tight. Let's get all 5 on there first. Small drop. Alright, so we got our bolts torqued to 60 foot-pounds. We got the bolt lock on there, and then now you're gonna get some blue Loctite and lock it down. And then we're gonna mount it to the bike, put the chain back, and clean the chain. So I guess that's the way you put back or kind of fix your wheel. Let me know if you guys got any comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Would you guys do an insert from the Easy Lock job? Would you guys do that, or just get a new wheel or some used ones? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. I'll keep you guys updated. Also comment down below if you guys want an update. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace.